Hey guys, I'm just gonna do a prediction video on King of the Table 14 um, and try to analyze it as fast as possible. Um, we're gonna start out with match 1 and go down all the way to match 12. So match 1 is gonna be Georgie Tadaya versus Zora Tadzarizi. Um, that match is going to be probably a hook versus top roll. Well, obviously it's going to be a hook versus top roll. I'm going to favor a little bit Georgie just because Zora just came off her arm break injury. And I know they go back and forth usually, but I'm going to go with Georgie on this one. The next match will be Petro Morham versus Lachlan Adair. Same thing, I think it's going to be a hook versus top roll. Petro looked really good in his last match. Lachlan has came off a few losses. I'm going to go with Petro on this one. I do hope Lachlan does win, but I think Petro is going to win this one. The next one is going to be Georgie Zorana versus Kamil Jablonski. So this is going to be a kind of a clash. Both of them, well, one of them is more of a hook puller, one of them is more of a presser. I think Kamil is going to have a little bit of an issue with Georgie's press. Georgie's hook, just because I feel hook versus press, the hook is a stronger move in my opinion. Usually pressers are really good with top rollers. So I'm going to go with Georgie on this one. This is my favorite match, obviously for reasons. Matt Mask versus Nigo Chakadzidzi. I think that's how you say it. Both of them are really actually top rollers. Matt Mask is my boy. He's my training partner. So obviously I'm going to go with Matt. Even without bias, I still think Matt is the favorite. Matt looked amazing against against Angarbayev. He looked really good. So I think probably he deserves to be the favorite in this one anyways. So Matt Mask. David Dedikan versus Georgie Tasfatakov. I think that's how you say it. This David and Georgie, that match is going to be really same thing, hook versus top roll. Explosive David. Georgie is more outside. David almost became number 1 in the world, almost beating Artem Morozov. I'm very impressed with David actually, compared to the size of him, compared to the guys that he's pulling. He's looking really good and explosive. I'm going to go with David on this one. I know Georgie has wins on Levant. He has really good wins, WAF, Europeans. But I think I'm going to go with David on this one. Ivan Matachenko versus Serhiy Kalachenko. This match is going to be, I think, very, very close match. It's going to be whoever's going to be able to get his position first. I know a lot of people say Ivan cannot get top rolled, so I think it's going to be inside, but one more, I would say like a high hook, one more a deep hook, which is Ivan. I'm going to go with Serhiy on this one. Serhiy looks really good, and he's my boy as well, so I'm a little bit biased towards him. Egla Vatiakuti versus Jocelyn Brizin. Most people think Egla is going to win. Jocelyn isn't as experienced. But Jocelyn is Canadian. I'm going to be a little bit more biased towards that. I'm going to go with Jocelyn with the shocker. Paul Lin versus David Sambusha. This is probably one of my favorite matches on the card. And the reason I say that is this is a rematch, and David is kind of pulling up a little bit higher weight class. Paul Lin is dropping down. I know last time Paul Lin won in a very, very close match. Paul Lin, I think, changed his technique and he started to top roll in that match. Went a little bit more outside and he was able to win. I'm going to go with my boy Paul Lin. Very close though. I wouldn't be surprised either way. Gennady Kotvinnik versus Ibrahimov Sagov. So I think in Arabic, Abraham. Gennady is dropping weight. He's dropping a lot of weight, I heard. Like 20 kilos or something like that. I don't know how much that's going to affect his performance, but I think it will affect his performance a little bit. Both these guys have very strong arms. Ibrahim is more of a deep inside press guy. Gennady is probably going to try to take him out of his shoulder. Just because of Gennady's weight cut, I'm going to go with Ibrahimov. Next one is Daniel Prokopchuk and Arthur Makarov. This is a really good match as well. It's like 50-149, I would say. I'm gonna go with, this is like a toss-up. I'm gonna go with Daniel. Daniel looks really good. I know he didn't look good in his last match, left-handed, but this is right-hand, so it's a different arm. So I'm gonna go with Daniel. Very close. Either way it goes, I wouldn't be surprised. Todd Hutchings versus Rustam Babayev. As well, that's one of my favorite ones as well. Todd Hutchings has never beaten Rustam. Todd Hutchings has beaten pretty much, like, he's beaten people that Rustam has beaten. Like, what's his name? Irakli. And Irakli was able to get the win on Rustam, but very close match as well. Same thing with Todd Hutchings. It was a really close match with Irakli as well, I think. So it's going to be a very close match. I'm going to have to go with the American Todd Hutchings on the win. I think his improvements throughout this East versus West that he's been doing is very impressive. Plus, I'm training like him right now, so I'm going to go with Todd Hutchings. The last match is going to be Vitaly Letin versus Michael Todd.
10:42 a.m.
I think, what? Okay, so this match, I don't think Michael Todd has as much finishing power. He always gets that stop, but it seems like he doesn't know how to finish, or he doesn't know, he just can't finish with his King's move or open top roll. So this match here, I'm going to go with Vitaly. I think Vitaly is going to win. I think if Vitaly wins, it will be decisive. It wouldn't be a war. I feel like Vitaly is going to be able to take Michael Todd into, deep water, I'd say, at the beginning of the match, and he's not going to be able to recover from it. I would say, though, it's kind of going to be a similar match to when he was pulling Angarbayev, but more decisive, I feel, because I think Vitaly is a little bit stronger as well. Better top roll, longer arm. So I'm going to go with Vitaly on the win. Okay, that's my prediction video. Let's see how accurate I am.